Do the lights.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to the Grants Pass Center.
Okay, so I'm doing here, I'm minimizing that.
I sent my love.
You went to escape? Oh, that's right.
And then I go here.
I send my love over the mountain. I send my love over the sea. I send my love into the heavens, and it returns to me. I send my joy over the mountains. I send my joy over the sea. I send my joy into the heavens, and it returns to me. I send my power over the mountain. Over the mountain, I send my power over the sea. I send my power into the heavens, and it returns to me. I send my peace over the mountains. I send my peace over the sea. I send my peace into the heavens, and it returns to me. I send my love over the mountains. I send my love over the sea. I send my love into the heavens, and it We are opening. We are opening. We are opening.
If you're gonna play the part, you've got to have the costume. Good morning. Welcome to the Grants Pass Center for Spiritual Living. I'm Reverend Steve Van Meter, your seniorist of ministers, and it's such a pleasure to welcome you here on this wonderful rainy day. We need it. We need the rain, but the snow can stay in the mountains. As Jim Reese would say, the snow is wonderful, and it should stay in the mountains where it belongs. Well, I want to thank you for making the trek in the rain this morning. We have been expecting you. Thank you for not disappointing us. We have a wonderful service planned for you today, but we're going to start with what we start every Sunday with, which is our vision, mission statement. If you'd like to repeat it with me, it goes like this.
We are an open, loving, spiritual community dedicated to evolving consciousness through teaching spiritual principles.
Well, we have some announcements for you this morning. We are attempting to minimize our announcement time, but I still want to say a couple things about what's happening in the center because some people don't get our e-news. If you'd like to sign up for our e-news, you can do that in the back. But we do have a couple things going on. Today at 1:30 is Salada, the Southern Oregon Living and Dying Association, and there's information on the board. Please stay after. It starts at 1:30 and goes till like 4 or something like that. And it's a wonderful educational experience about what you need to know to make your plans to live in the afterlife, as it were. Or at least those that we leave behind, make it a smooth experience for them. So please stay. Have you seen these cool posters?
Yeah.
These are cool. We have a chili cook-off coming, and my band, Chris's band, is going to play. Full Moon Project is going to play, and we have some new material we've been working on. So if you like 80s classic rock, and even if you don't, come. Yeah, it is so fun. We have such a great time. We God's fun. And also, our book study over in the LEC is starting a new book this next week. We just finished it up. Oh, March 27th, Friday, March 27th. The band starts at 6. It's from 5 to 8 p.m. It is a fundraiser for our center. So please come support your center at the chili cook-off and have some wonderful chili. Right here, right in this very room. In this very room. Let's see, book study. We start a new book study next week with a new book, The 4 Spiritual Laws of Prosperity by Unity Minister Edwene Gaines, who is dynamite. I've been following her for 30 plus years, and she rocks the house on abundance. So come and partake of the book with us. There are a couple copies still left in the bookstore. And a Silomar is coming! A Silomar. And I'm doing a workshop on my new book release that's coming out on being a student of Randy Rhoads. Those of you heavy metal people that know what I'm talking about, and those that don't, it's really a metaphysical jaunt through the wilderness of heavy metal music, so come enjoy that. And also, we're going to have some musicians. Our musicians are going to be in a Silomar too. Yes, Living in Love will be one of the featured artists at a Silomar. If you've ever been to a Silomar, it's time to come back. And if you've never been, it's time to go. Because it is, I've been doing this over 30 years. I've been going to this every year, except during the pandemic. I didn't go. Nobody went. Okay, I think that does it for our let's see, I also have, make sure, the flowers today are from Shirley? Oh, beautiful. Thank you, Shirley. Flowers from last week are still good. Don't you love it? Yeah. Is anybody here for the first time? No? Have you guys been here before? Well, welcome back again. We have a couple little gifts for you for coming back and sharing your time with us. We're so blessed. And if you'd like to stay after, we have a little bit of food and camaraderie. We'd love to get to know you better. If you have any questions, let me know. I'd love to speak with you afterwards. And silence your cell phones. I don't even have mine on me. Look at that. The times they are changing, aren't they? But let's stand up and sing We Are One. First, we're going to meet each other real quick. Just say hello to somebody around you. And then we're going to get into singing. Right into that.
Yay!
Yay.
How does that work?
That's great. Good.
Well, welcome to Grants Pass Center for Spiritual Living. I'm Janet Moray, one of the practitioners here. And I'm honored to serve as the podium practitioner today. Please join me in reading the gratitude on the screen, which just appeared. How
Thankful I am to know that the possibility is worth dreams in Him, and I can co-create my dreams with Spirit.
Our table practitioner today is Sam. She's one of our pits, as we lovingly call her, which is a practitioner in training. And she's holding the high watch for us today, which means that everything is just perfect and joyful and blessed and taken care of. Pretty soon, she's gonna be up here one day.
Yeah.
Yes. So, also, if you want prayer after the service, we do 1-minute miracle prayers, as we call them. So if you want someone to pray with you, let Sam know, and she will put you in touch with one of us that is available here in order to pray with you. How many practitioners are here today that can pray later? Oh, nice. Good. So you're going to find a yellow sheet in the seat back in front of you. And if you wish to have prayer, you can fill out the yellow form. We will pray for a whole week on whatever it is you wish. And it is, I think you all know what it is by now, it's this one. And if you have a demonstration of a prayer that has already come to fruition, use the blue one. We like to know that when we pray that it is being heard and you are receiving what you wish for. So, we should leave a prayer up here, we can all work together. Here we go.
I dare to believe in a world shaped by love, justice, and the creative power of spiritual vision. There is a power greater than we are, and we can use it for our good.
And now, if you will stay seated, we will sing I Am Love. We've been talking about possibilities of possibility of a month. Dinner?
Yep.
Thank you, my coach. Our coach. So I was all prepared, had everything in my bag, and walked out of the house and left it there. So I'm kind of winging it just a little bit. So what I decided to mention today, since we're talking about possibilities and things that are possible, is the ancient wisdom for today. So I'm going to paraphrase this. In Greek antiquity, there were 3 major schools of philosophy that addressed possibilities. Plato being the first, and he said, mind is king of heaven and earth, and universe is governed not by irrational power and mere chance, but mind and marvelous wisdom. And then into the 8th century, before anybody decided they were going to talk about it, and that would be Zeno the Stoic, and excuse me, he believed, he said, that God controlled everything and there was no free will among creatures. We know differently, don't we? Epicurus said that the universe is ruled by irrational chance, but we have free will to outguess it. And then Stoicism took an early lead by declaring that the divine rules us all. Early Christianity borrowed a page from Stoicism by accepting predetermination. God decides beforehand our final destiny. And later, Augustine came to his conclusion, as did Martin Luther, in his book, The Bondage of Will. The possibilities of our destiny aren't ours to choose. But he was also proceed after him. Okay, Epicurus said that every being strives after pleasure and happiness and would not fear death because there is no afterlife. All this dogma that has been handed to us over the years. Paul ridiculed this by saying, if the dead are not raised, let us eat and drink and die tomorrow. So Epicureans were hedonistic in a way, but moderate in their greatest pleasure was peace of mind, not physical debauchery or other immortalities. They believed the gods did not interfere in human affairs and shouldn't be feared. Thus, they rejected the fatalism of Stoics in favor of free will. They reasoned that all matter is created of active atoms with many possible combinations. And now, religious science emphasizes free will, rejects fatalism, believes in infinite possibilities. So Stoicism is out, Plato and free will are in. Epicurus, free will, multiple possibilities are in. And Ernest Holmes said, we are not pawns on a checkerboard of fate. So, the theme this month has been there for a long time, and Reverend Steve is going to be speaking about it. First, we're going to have some special music. Okay. And then we'll have to talk about the rest.
Everybody here has a part within creation, and everybody here has a heart with motivation. So which way will you go? Will you choose to grow to higher realization? For the choice is yours to open up the doors to live within salvation. Worry not, my fellow friend, for it is already yours. All the light and love you share, it is the greatest cure. So stand strong as you move on, for it is already yours. Worry not, my fellow friend, for it is already yours. Everybody here can let go of their sorrow, and everybody here can create a new tomorrow. So which way will you go, and will you choose to grow to higher realization? For the choice is yours to open up the doors, to live within salvation. Worry not, my fellow friend, for it is already yours. All the light and love you share, it is the greatest cure. So stand strong as you move on, for it is already yours. Worry not, my fellow friend, for it is already yours. Salvation. 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 Salvation.
Oh, wow. Let's hear it again for Living Love. Let's move this up. Hey, how's your end of February going? You know what today is? 2. If you're into numerology, it's a big day. Even if you're not. How about astrology? Astrology's going wild right now. It's a crazy time.
How about the Olympics?
What's that?
How about the Olympics?
How about those Olympics? There's all sorts of stuff going on right now. But today, on the edge of the possible. You ever feel on the edge lately? Well, let's address some of the metaphysical interpretations of what's going on in the world right now. Shall we? Would you like a little insight?
Sure.
Well, we are living on the edge, aren't we? Not the edge of collapse, not the edge of destruction, but the edge of the possible. It may not feel that way at times. The current political climate is a little tense right now, isn't it? There's a lot of things going on. But see, politics is a duality game, and we don't play in that. Now, we have certain, colors we like more than others. We may have some people that we like more than others. But we're all the same energy. The more we wrestle with those other people, the more we're wrestling ourselves. Because there's really only one of us here, having the unique billions of perspectives that we all have. See, the current political climate wants us to be divided. so that we're against each other. It's not about right or wrong. Well, it is about right and wrong. It's not about left or right. Political conversations can fracture families. You ever had somebody that you tried to bring something up with, and you realized that this was not the discussion you wanted to have over Christmas dinner? All of a sudden my uncle is leaving early, or whatever. But it has that energy. We have to put that stuff aside. Because we are all the light. There's not a spot where God is not. That means, yes, even in those people, is the light. We are the light. You know, headlines can ignite fear. Around us we see polarization, suspicion, outrage, and exhaustion. I mean, hopefully you're at that point where you don't even want to turn the news on. You're like, no, Travel Channel, going right past the. Now, this doesn't mean we don't know what's going on. It's that we're not sucked into that energy. I choose to spend my spiritual energy somewhere else. I want to spend it in long walks with my girlfriend and my dogs. That's what brings me happiness, right? Many feel uncertain right now. And that's part of the illusion that we're being called to look away from. Yet, metaphysically, whenever humanity reaches this kind of intensity, we're not at the end of something. We are at the threshold. And the thresholds are sacred. We are on the edge of an incredible threshold right now. We are about to expand exponentially. See, the edge of possibility is not an abyss. It's a birthplace. And in the science of mind, we understand that conditions do not create consciousness. Consciousness creates conditions. Solution. Change your thinking, change your life. See, we want to change our life, and then we think our thinking will follow, and then we get what we always got. We wonder why this stuff doesn't work, when it's working perfectly around your belief. See, the outer political landscape is an expression of our collective thought. And sometimes things that don't work need to express so that we can see it for what it is. You know, we're all about, science of mind people are individualists. We don't want to read instructions. We don't want to be told what to do. And if you do, I will show you how I can get around that. I remember my ceramics teacher, we had an assignment to make matching coffee mugs, right? And they had to be different sizes, but they had to match. And she said, and don't make them like a box or a square, because if you go to drink out of it, it's going to go everywhere. So I was going to make triangle mug. Made 2 triangle mugs, still have them at home. So that the handle is just in the right spot that you drink out of the
Prevent heater.
And I got a B on the project. She said you would have gotten an A, but I told you not to make something with a flat side. I said, well, I had to do it. Because that's the type of individualists we are, right? That was the religious science coming out in high school, right? Before I even knew it. Yeah, metaphysically, when we reach this type of energy, shift happens. And we are on the verge of a huge shift. If consciousness creates reality, then the solution is not merely legislative. It is not merely electoral. It is not merely ideological. The solution is evolutionary. See, there's such a big shift coming. It's so beyond any political party that's ever been. We're recreating a whole new world. See, we got to put everything aside. Thank it for what it's given us, that it brought us this far. But we're going out in a whole new direction. A whole new energetic is being born. We're being invited to evolve the way that we think about power, the way we think about identity, and the way we think about belonging together. Nobody's against anybody else. We're all for love, life, peace, unity. These are things we believe in deeply. That's why we're rebels. It's because we want to love in our own way. We don't want to be told what to do. And when we're told what to do, we respond with love. Or we rebel! Metaphysically, fear is always rooted in separation from one another, or from our shared humanity, or our deep spiritual nature, the infinite presence within us. You know, political energy becomes toxic and it's divisive. And when it is driven by fear-based consciousness, us versus them, or right versus wrong, win versus lose, the universe does not operate in duality. It operates in wholeness and unity and divine right action. So, what we're witnessing right now is not simply a political dysfunction. It is a collective spiritual growing pain that we're walking through right now. And man, you know, we're birthing something new. And you know, birthing can be challenging, you know, for everybody involved. For the new that's going through, for the birther, for the midwife. It's an experience. And it doesn't always look pretty. It's interesting to create something anew because we don't have a template. We don't have like a rule book. We want to throw that rule book out, don't we? In this collective spiritual growing pain, the friction between the old paradigms of dominion and the emerging paradigms of cooperation are meeting face to face. There's a friction there, right? And the old ways are, let's just say, struggling to keep themselves prominent because that's what they know to do. But it's not the way of the new energy. We are on the edge of the possibility because the old ways no longer work for us. So what's the metaphysical solution? Consciousness before control. The temptation is to fight harder. I'll show them. But metaphysically, what we fight, we energize. Are you wrestling with your angel? The invitation is not passivity, it's understanding. We need to understand what we're going through so that we can walk through it together. A metaphysical solution begins with 5 different shifts. From reaction to responding with love. Instead of reacting to headlines, we cultivate spiritual poise. I know that this too is good, this too is God, and I demand to see the blessing in this right here and right now. When we can go to that place, the situations take care of themselves. And this doesn't mean that we don't know what's going on. It means that we aren't part of the energy that holds it in place. We remember that the law responds to consciousness, not panic. We need to keep our calm center. All those things that are spinning us out are prayer requests to call us in to our center. But see, we want to spin out, right? The drama of it. The numbers game. But it's all a prayer request to go back within. So let's move from blame to responsibility. See, blame reinforces powerlessness. Responsibility restores our agency. Responsibility does not mean perfect agreement. It means acknowledging that each of us contribute to this field of all opportunity for what's possible. So what's possible? Peace is possible. Is it not? It is. It's not only possible, it's probable. And when enough of us think peace and believe peace, the energetic shifts, and we're on the verge of that collective energy. Before we were voters, we were spiritual beings. And after we're voters, we will be spiritual beings. Before we are party members, we are individualized expressions of the infinite life. When character expands, conflict resolves. We go from scarcity to sufficiency. A lot of our political discussions and tensions are fueled by the belief that there's not enough. There's not enough safety, or not enough opportunity, or not enough voice. But spirit is not limited by any of those things, is it? Spirit is everything that is and everything that it is not. Now, people have wrestled with what is not? It's not spirit. But see, we are only given the knowledge to see a certain amount. There is a certain amount that we are not seeing. For good reason. Because if we knew it all, it would melt our face. What is that movie?
School of Rock.
School of Rock? No, I think it was the Indiana Jones, yes, right. They see the covenant and they all melt. See, spirit is not limited. Life is not a zero-sum game. We move from fear to vision. So we ask fear, how do we protect what we have? And vision asks, what is trying to emerge? See, there's something that is emerging, bigger than left, right, up, down. It is beyond those restrictions. Can you live in wholeness, like complete freedom of thinking? We're not called to preserve an old world. We're being called to participate in birthing a new, wiser one. So the more that we hang on with our grip to the old, we can't give or receive in a fist. We must open ourselves. We must be open to giving and to receiving. That's how the circulation of consciousness works. We are called to participate in birthing this new, wiser world. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah! Hallelujah! On the edge, what is trying to be born right now? Every upheaval signals an evolutionary demand. Perhaps that's what's being born right now. A deeper civic engagement grounded in compassion. Leadership that reflects emotional maturity. Systems that integrate justice with mercy. Citizens who are spiritually awake, not just politically activated. See, metaphysically, our tension needs to be driven into our love. When we set down our differences, we are all love. Because love is the very glue that holds everything together. This is the true nature of who you are. You are love. And we run around this world saying, where's my love? Everything shows me how unlovable I am. It's like a fish in water, swimming around saying, where's the water? I need the water.
Oh my gosh.
We swim in love. Our very nature is made out of love. You know that they pulled the atom apart to find out what makes it work? And they said it just loves doing that. That's all they could describe, that it just loves being an atom and the things moving inside it. It just loves that. The God molecule's in there, making it happen. We can't figure it out because it's so simple. It's just love. We want to make it some sort of hypothesis, spreadsheet to figure it out. Maybe it's just love. Just as a caterpillar dissolves before becoming a butterfly, the collective system dissolves before reorganizing at a higher order. That's what's happening right now. There's a dissolve that's happening. We must be ready to emerge. Our wings are still drying in midair while we're trying to fly. But I know something. There is a power that created everything that is, that knows what the hell it's doing. I have to know that, or I would lose my mind. And I've seen results. I've seen that something powerful is on the horizon. Disintegration is not failure. It is transformation and progress. So when you think your life is falling apart, it's really falling back together in a new way. That's what's happening right now. We're falling apart so we can fall back together as one human family. So what is ours to do? We cannot single-handedly control this political machine that we found ourselves in the midst of, but we can change our energy about it. We can bring our duality back to wholeness. We can start blessing everyone, no matter what their perspective. Can you do that? Because that's what this needs. It doesn't need more separation. It needs more love. See, love is always the answer. We go to therapy and we see practitioners and we take classes and read books and go on retreats, and everything says, you need more love in your life. How do you do that? We can govern our own consciousness. And consciousness is causative. And when we change our mind about something, everything changes. When nothing changes, nothing changes. But when something changes, everything changes. So start responding with love. Yeah, it's tough, isn't it? It's like, how do I do that? Well, you just do it. Little bits at a time. And let them grow. Here's a metaphysical practice for this time. Daily inner governance. Begin the day in silence before you get your phone or turn on any news. Start by putting your feet on the floor and saying, thank you, God. It's a good day. Today is a good day. Affirm unity before engaging in any disagreement. If you know you're going into a place where there's going to be a discussion about what we aren't, refocus it on what we are, what we do have, the love that we share. The minute that you do that, the conversation all of a sudden gets quiet. You ever been around the water pool at work and everybody's talking about, oh, we didn't get one day off and it was a holiday and I think sure. You go, yeah, but they're paying us for the other days that we're here. I gotta get back to work. Because you're not commiserating with them about their being in the problem. When you offer a solution, either they go, you know what, you're right, that's great. Or they go, I don't want to talk about possibilities. Because they want, it's substitutionary fulfillment. If I can't have what I want, I can have the pain of not having it. That's no fun. How long do you want this game to go on? We're prolonging the game and we're standing on our own arrows. I can't breathe. Oh. Never mind. You ever call tech support? And they go, is your computer plugged in? And you're like, let me call you right back. I know I've been on hold for 2 hours, but you know what, let me check that plug. Okay, now everything works. It's always something we've done. We're always one mouse click away from a demonstration, aren't we? So refuse to dehumanize anyone, even those whom we strongly disagree. Conscious language shapes our collective unity consciousness. Include everyone. Love everyone. Speak solutions more than problems. Name possibilities more than threats. Spiritual activism is voting, engaging, and participating with love for everyone. But do so from a place of grounded awareness. You know what grounding is? Hugging a tree. When you're hugging a tree, you become like this big. And this tree's energy just wraps around. You ever had that sensation of hugging a tree and you felt like, whoa? Because the energy of grounding loves you so much that it sucks you back into your nature. You can't think about the balance in your checkbook when you're hugging a tree. I mean, you could, I guess. But boy, that's the furthest thing from my mind. I just want the bark and I want the dirt and something happens. So go hug a tree. Let your activism be an expression of your love for humanity, not hatred for opponents. The old model of power in domination doesn't work anymore. The emerging model of power is a new coherence with all that is. All of us agreeing together to let each other be who we are. I love you enough to let you go. Can you do that? It takes a lot of love to not be bothered by somebody else's opinion of you, doesn't it? Okay. Well, you matter. Your consciousness contributes to the field. Your refusal to amplify hatred weakens hatred. Your willingness to see humanity where others see enemies changes the energetic of the entire planet. When you choose love over fear, we all rise together. And we are in the midst of a huge elevator of evolution. We are expanding greater than we ever have. And in the next few weeks, we may see some things that are going to freak us out. Huh? Have you heard about this alignment that's happening with the stars and the planets? And March is going to be the whole, who knows what's going to happen to us? I'm like, chop wood, carry water. Chop wood, carry water. We too shall get through this together. One way or t'other. See, there's only one life. And that life is intelligent and it knows what the hell it's doing. That life is expressing to each one of us right here and right now. We are not bound by any political system. We can override the evolutionary impulse of our challenges and choose spiritual energy. Humanity bends towards higher integration, sometimes quickly, sometimes slowly, sometimes painfully, but it does. What's the best this can be? No. What's better than the best that this can be? There is something happening to us right now, and you're in the midst of it. You didn't just stumble in here, did you? It's okay if you did. Have a seat. There are reasons far beyond our understanding of what's going on right now in this thing called life. So, emotional regulation is important. Radical compassion for those that we don't agree with or don't agree with us is essential to healing these. We have to have a visionary imagination that asks us to hold these paradoxes, to care deeply without becoming consumed, to engage fully without losing our inner peace, to disagree without dehumanizing. This is advanced spiritual consciousness practice. And that's what we're doing here. I mean, this is adult education here. It may have taken you lifetimes to get in here. Here you are. And something is changing. So in conclusion, imagine a society where differences are not threats but perspectives. Debate sharpens our understanding rather than creating hostility. Leaders are held accountable without hatred, and citizens practice inner alignment before outer action. This is not a world of fantasy, it's potential. This is where we're moving to as one human family. It's not somewhere out there in the future. This is what's happening right now. The next word you speak, let it be in love. Rather than, well, that was an interesting talk. I don't care. I'm going to say the truth. I'm going to say my truth if you like it or not. Thank you. The next reaction, you soften into awareness and change the world. Your next time that you choose love over, when someone says something and you want to come back with a gotcha, just say thank you and let it fall away. Can you do that? Oh, but I want to show them who's right. What if they are right? And you're the one that's off the way. You see, when we have a disagreement and you know you're right, you don't have to argue for it. Just fall silent. That dissipates the energy. So, history is not written only by politicians. It's written by the consciousness of the people. So let us stand steady. Let us think clearly. And let us love bravely. Because when consciousness shifts, culture follows. And we are in the midst of that shift right now. We are not on the brink of disaster. We are on the brink of a whole new revolution. And Spirit is not finished with us yet. Stay tuned. So it is. Okay, it's time for us to follow our teaching and go into our prayer work now. So, I invite you to close your eyes if that's comfortable for you, or take us off focus on the beautiful flowers. And let's remember who we are together. What I know is that there is a power. And that this power that animates our body and causes us to breathe and to think and to reason is a loving energy. And that whatever is going on personally in your life is actually part of your connection to the divine energy of creation. That you are not only unified with the power, but you are the very power itself. And when you connect as power in form, you activate that healing energy within your body, your mind, and your spirit. And right now, love, divine love, is here. It doesn't matter what went on previously in your life. What matters is that you are now focusing on the love of the universe. That whatever challenging situation you may be walking through, just keep walking. I speak healing into that situation. I speak revealing the truth in a way that expands consciousness into the divine love of the universe itself. And as such, we become the demonstration in our lives. We become the harmony of love in all that is. So we say thank you. Thank you, divine universe, for giving us the ultimate gift of life in our experience. Because when we have life and we love it, love is the expression that we leave behind. And that's why we're here. How grateful we are to have this information so that we may act upon it in a way that creates more love. So I let go. I completely release these words into the living, loving law of mind where they are returned to us fully orbed and resplendent as healing, divine demonstration, peace, and harmony in this thing called life. So, okay. It is time for our prosperity affirmation. So if you'd like to grab your gift and place it on your heart, or just put your hand on your heart if that's what you're giving today, let's affirm this together. Did everybody get a chance to give? I don't want to. You go ahead and take your time. We'll be here. We're all here. Well, while Jeanette is writing out her lovely check, we will pray together. So let's know that these gifts are divine expressions of your ability to give and our ability to receive. And that we are so blessed to have this center, this place in this community where we can come and remember who we are. And we are open for those who are choosing to remember who they are. And for those who may not even know it yet. And for that, this entire community, this city, this state, this continent, this world is orbed with divine right action because of our giving. So we give great thanks for these tithes and gifts as we affirm this together by saying, all right, it's time to stand up and sing. Let's sing our peace song. Please repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening right now. It's happening in my mind, in my body, and in the body of my affairs. I think it, I feel it, and I know it. Just the way that it is. And just the way that it is. Thank you, life. Have an awesome weekend.